Welcome to today's deep dive. We are jumping straight into some excerpts from Gladys Osagie's Glad Coaching podcast, and our mission today is really exploring how AI is completely democratizing personal branding, especially for beginners, creators, and small business owners.
Right, which is such a massive shift in how we work.
Oh, 100%. So, okay, let's unpack this, because usually when we hear personal brand, we think of like celebrity influencers,
Yeah.
Millions of followers, sponsored posts.
Yeah, the classic influencer lifestyle.
Exactly. But Osagi redefines it as something much more basic and honestly a lot more urgent. It's simply your digital reputation, basically how people see your ideas and your expertise online.
Right, and her core warning here is so crucial. She says staying invisible today is just a massive mistake because, well, opportunities follow visibility.
They really do.
Yeah, long before a client or another business decides to trust you, they're going to search for you online. They want to see your ideas. So staying hidden, it's a huge strategic error.
Okay, I hear that, but I have to push back a little. I mean, historically, didn't building that level of online trust require like a massive budget?
Oh, totally. It was incredibly expensive.
Right, so is she suggesting we just fake it till we make it with AI? Or can these tools actually replace a professional budget?
Well, what's fascinating here is how AI absolutely destroys that traditional financial barrier. It isn't about faking expertise at all. It's that the actual mechanics of digital creation have completely shifted.
How so?
So previously, visibility required an expensive team of technical middlemen. You needed graphic designers, copywriters.
Video editors, web developers, all of that.
Exactly. But today, tools like ChatGPT help ordinary people bypass all of that. Because large language models act as reasoning engines, your plain English instructions are basically the new coding language.
Wow. Okay, so you just tell it what to do in plain English.
Yeah, you don't need to know how to code or use complex video software anymore. You can generate scripts, build websites, and just create content instantly.
I mean, that's literally like having a free 24/7 marketing agency right in your pocket.
That is the perfect analogy. And because AI replaces those expensive teams, understanding how to use it is no longer just some neat trick.
It's a fundamental requirement.
Precisely. Osagie actually argues that AI is the new basic literacy. It is exactly like learning how to use a smartphone or, email back in the 90s.
Right, or social media. But I can see how that learning curve feels overwhelming for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is actually where the Glad Coaching AI community comes in.
Yeah, they tackle that exact problem.
Because they teach ChatGPT, as they call it, like ABCD, zero technical jargon, just focusing on the foundational logic. And they back it up with live support meetings, I think, every Monday and Thursday.
Yep, Mondays and Thursdays. And the reason they are so hands-on is tied to their core value, which is information without implementation changes nothing.
Oh, I love that. Information without implementation changes nothing. So true.
Right, because if you just read about AI but never actually structure a prompt, you're not building anything.
So it really comes down to execution.
Exactly, which kind of forces you as the listener to evaluate your own digital footprint right now. Like, how might you use these tools to build long-term digital assets?
Instead of just endlessly scrolling, right?
Yeah, you have the architecture right there to build a YouTube channel or launch a coaching business or really just distribute your educational content. The capacity to position your actual expertise is entirely accessible now.
Which is incredibly empowering. But it also leaves us with a pretty wild final thought to ponder.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, if AI tools give absolutely everyone the power of an entire marketing agency to project this polished authority online, how in the world will we tell the difference between genuine, hard-earned human expertise and someone who simply has the best AI prompts?